Hello, welcome back to my channel. For anyone who's new, my name is Olivia, and today I am going to be doing a quick wrap video. It's not quite the wrap I thought it would be when I first started out. I've gone over and changed the scarves a couple of times, so the first part of this video is going to be the wrap, and then the second part I'm going to just do a little catching up, kind of what's been going on here, kind of addition to the video. Now, the scarf that I'm going to be using in today's wrap is a scarf of the month from before the membership. This was a January scarf of the month, and it's very similar to the superhero scarf in this brilliant Cinderella blue. Absolutely awesome. The nice gold coloring on this side. And the accent, I'm not going to do a brooch. That was part of my planning and that I've discarded several things this morning. But instead of a brooch or a pin or a clip or any of that, I'm going to be using this brilliant piece of lace. It's embellished lace to accent my wrap. Now, I thought this one would be okay because if I flipped it over and I looked at the background was very similar to this piece here. So it matched, but it had the added benefit of these extra bits and bobs to make it, I don't know, just a little more than just the plain lace here. Okay, I'm gonna set that down. I will be putting on earrings. I've got these really subtle dangly earrings with a blue crystal. They almost look like an aquamarine or a light blue topaz. So they're really pretty. Okay, so nice calm video this morning. Luna Fish is over here sound asleep. Micah is doing Micah stuff, doing cute cat stuff somewhere. Now, when I wrap this, I'm going to be using both sides to do this wrap. But I'm going to be starting out with the more solid blue part near my face. So I'm going to fold this up like so. And I'm going to place it on my head with a short end and a long end. It's off center by a little bit, but it's not, I'm not going for a crazy amount of difference. I just want this piece to be able to go over and come up this side. Okay. I am not going to bother with the tying of it. I just don't feel like it today. We are having a very overcast, kind of looking day outside. I'm sure it's wonderful. Today is going to be a brilliant day, but the sky is kind of gray and cloudy. So everybody is feeling, my point to that is everybody's feeling kind of today, kind of lazy. I'm just going to give it a couple of pleats. And gather this piece up in the back. Let's see if my fingers are going to work today. Okay, so getting this up here. Now, because I am feeling extra lazy, I'm going to run a pin in this. I'm running it into the fluff, and I will show you one second. It is running this way, running horizontally into the fluff just to hold that in place. So no chances of stabbing myself in the head. Now I am going to shift this back just a little bit, find that lost pleat, bring it forward. And then I have a third pleat here. So it's a few, not a couple. Okay. Right. I'm going to do the same thing up here with a little pin action. just to be lazy. Okay. Just doing a little neatening up. Okay, now I have this beautiful piece. Going to be, I'm not folding it so much as bending the ends in and gathering it. And I'm going to bring it up like so. And then I'm going to flip here. So I have, and this is why I didn't want to do folding in thirds or anything, because when I get to here, I'm going to bring my left hand forward and do the switcheroo. And I can fuss with this to get it turned over. So I have all of this gorgeous gold shimmer on this side. And I'm going to bring it around. And I'm just going to tuck this away. If you want a tail, another option there is to just pull it through and have the tail come here. I didn't want a tail. I wanted something up. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is shift this back just a little, and I can shift this over here just a little bit. Okay, just play with this. It doesn't have to be perfect pleats. But this side, I'm going to shift it so that no blue or no plain blue is showing on this side. Get all this crazy awesomeness. Okay. One scarf looks like two. Now, this may change, but I'm thinking that my friend would look really good right here. Because I just think that this is just, no, I don't think that's good. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put it right here, not super close to my face, even though this has its own, you know what? This has its own attraction, having it right here. But let's see, having it here, get to see a little bit more of the blue. So I'm going to take these yellow pins, because that's what I've got right now, because I did buy the new pins and I can't find them. Yeah, so I'm going to put it in underneath, and there we have it. I'm only going to use 3. Yeah, I brought the bag in, I set it down, and if you can find my pins for me, give me some suggestions, because this girl has, I should have brought them straight up and put them in this room, but I was distracted, and I set the bag down, and God only knows what happened to them. Okay, and one more pin. Let's see if I can find my other pin that I had laying here. There she is. No, I keep grabbing whiskers. I have a container of whiskers because, yes, I'm that weirdo. I think the whiskers are so cool, and I keep them when I find them laying on the floor. I have a little bin of them. It's odd, but okay. All right, so one more. I'm going to place it right in the center, and I'm putting the ball part underneath so that you do not see it. So, Reptastic. I'm gonna put the earrings in. I probably could get away with a pink pair or a peach pair, but I've already got the blue ones out, so yeah. Also decided to pull out my newest lipstick today. I've talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. Anything that has my name on it. I was a kid. Olivia was not a popular name when I was a little girl. In the 80s and the 90s, Olivia was not a popular name. So everyone else had their little toothbrushes with their names on it, hairbrushes, anything you could think of, little t-shirts, everything had their name on it. Well, I couldn't get anything with my name on it. So as I got older and my name became more popular and I started seeing things with my name on it, I started buying them. And yeah, I'm a sucker for anything that's an Olivia product. I bought a pair of Tommy Hilfiger clogs, not because I like the clogs, but because they were Olivia clogs. That kind of weirdness. But I found a lipstick in a nice nude, a nice neutral color, a nice light natural color. I don't know what to call it, but it's this guy here, and Charlotte Tilbury made it, and it's in love with Olivia, so I pulled that out. And I'm gonna tell you, please don't come at me. I know it's not vegan. I'm sorry. This is the only non-vegan product in my entire collection, and I have a big collection of makeup at this point, but it tastes, it smells. When I was putting it on, I breathed in, obviously, and I could taste buttercream icing. So yeah, I'm sorry it's not vegan. I wish it were, but I'm kind of not getting rid of it. So yeah. Okay, so this is the look. At the very end, I will get up and show you my ensemble. I'm wearing a cute pair of slacks with lace around the bottom. And of course, I am pairing this ensemble with my very favorite pair of everyday shoes. They are the Bobs with cats all over them. So they completely do not match my ensemble at all. Nope, no way. But that's my everyday running around doing crazy stuff shoes. Something I do. It's something I've done since pandemic started, and I had a cute little pair of ballerina shoes. Now, I'm going to tell you, this outfit I purchased on Shein, and it's cute. I wish it were a different fabric, and I wish this piece here, it's kind of awkward. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to get it to drape and stay, drape and stay nicely. So I like the idea of the outfit, but I would like it to have been in linen or cotton or anything but just this Bangalin type fabric. It is a nice weight though. It's not see-through. So that's a blessing. It's not see-through, and it's very well constructed. There are bits, I typically go around and on these appliques and cut off all the excess outsides on the appliques. So I didn't bother with that for this, but yeah. Wearing a cute pair of slacks and a blouse. Now this blouse has this really neat piece that it's almost like a half cape. It's kind of cool. I feel like I should be able to spread this over and clip it here and like have a cape. So like a superhero. So okay, so to the stuff that's been going on. As y'all know, I was talking about it a couple weeks ago. Just before Thanksgiving, I went to Michigan with my daughter to pick up my son. I'm excited to have him home. He's been home for a little bit. Trying to get him to stay. I kind of miss him a lot, and I would really love it if he would move back home. But we shall see. We shall see. I respect that. I respect that he wants to remain independent. But yeah, so he's next door doing his thing. Told you Lunafish is over here. Him and Micah have been just too super cute. Been posting a lot of photos of them doing super cute stuff, being fun, you know. So doing that, and then right after, I would say just before Thanksgiving on the Wednesday, as the sale started with Rapunzel for members. And I was looking, I was like, I am not buying anything. I am not buying anything. I don't need anything right now. I'm not buying anything. And then, yeah, I did it. I went on. I did not, I loved the kit, the free kit, but I didn't need that much stuff. So I didn't overbuy just to get the kit, and it'll probably be something I may regret it in future, but it was one of those things I had said, okay, I wasn't going to buy anything, and then I was like, oh, but then this, and then this is in stock. I haven't seen this in a while. So I was like, okay, let's just get the stuff here. And now I have no willpower. I have absolutely no willpower. So okay, so we'll start out with my other addiction first before we get to the scarves. Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place had a mystery bundle for Black Friday. I have done pretty much all of the mystery bundles since I knew they existed, from Juvia's Place. But this one was $18 and came with this absolutely gorgeous palette. So Holy Crow, it's beautiful. The Nubian 2. And these are the gorgeous colors. Now, these are my colors. These are my colors. It's so me. It's so perfectly me. I love them. I am not going to swatch them because I have to actually leave the house, and I don't want to get makeup on my outfit. So, but it came with this palette. It came with a liquid liner, and I've been wanting another one of these. I just tossed my other one, so I'm excited about that. This one's in black. It is the I Line, I Define pen liner from Juvia's Place. Put it back in here. And then it came with a beautiful lipstick. So this must be my color, because this kind of shade must just be faded for me, because this is Kebi. And I like these little lipsticks. They make me so happy. I don't feel like I'm wasting, because I do have a lot of lipsticks. And there she is. She's very similar to this one, just maybe a little bit richer in color. So pretty. So that was the bundle, mystery bundle from Juvia's Place for Black Friday. Put those over there. And I did a thing, I like ColourPop too. ColourPop did a Princess Super Shock shadow. It's not a bundle, but they did 12 of them for the princesses, Super Shock shadows for all the princesses. Yeah, I got all 12. I was going to purchase them at regular price, and I kept, putting it off, and then they had them at 50% off. So for $3.50 a shade, I totally went and bought all of them. So they come with what they are on the top. This one is Jasmine from Aladdin, and they have really nifty names. This one's Arabian Nights, obviously. Then we have here Touch the Sky, and this one is the princess from Brave. Now, I haven't seen that one 1,000 times, and I cannot remember her name. I'm sorry. My kids grew up before that one came out, so I've seen it like twice, maybe 3 times at the most. And here we have Belle, and this one is, this is Beauty and the Beast on the bottom, but it's this neat goldy, yellow gold color. I think I really enjoyed this one. This one is from The Princess and the Frog. It's a really pretty green color. It's hard to get these to show on camera for me, but I swatched all of these and was like, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Snow White is it shows up white, but when I put it on, it has a blue tint to it. So that one's this. And then Ariel is a mermaid kind of green color. It kind of reminds me of the scales on her tail. Then we have, try to remember which princess you are. This is Pocahontas. It's like a coppery color. Okay, we have Mulan. Not quite sure why. This one came in a little damaged, so I'll be careful with it. It wasn't in pan properly, but I squished it in anyway. Not worried about it. But this one, I'm kind of wondering why it was chosen for Mulan. It kind of, for me, it didn't match, but the color is beautiful. And then we have here, you are, I don't know who this one is. It's a shell, but I don't know who it is, but it's really pretty. It comes out like a mauve color. And yeah, I accidentally slipped and stuck the lid in it, so oops. And then this guy here has a sun on the top of it. I'm back behind in my princesses, so it's got a nice pink, a nice pretty pink color. And then I'm gonna guess this one is Aurora. Once Upon a Dream, of course. And then it's this lovely color. Now, I'm excited. These all swatched beautifully. I'm gonna say the lighter colors are like the Snow White one and the Cinderella one. Did I show the Cinderella one? Ah, I didn't show Cinderella. Oh my goodness, I had her in the wrong space. Cinderella is this really light blue. But the Cinderella and the Snow White ones are more like toppers. So they're really pretty, but the other ones are nicely pigmented. They will show up. I had to give the Cinderella and the Snow White a little bit of a help doing my look for today. So that's about, I think that's all the makeup I've acquired. Yeah, so these were super sale. I like sales. So, okay, so the Rapunzel order that I was not going to place. Yeah, I haven't even taken it out of the bag. So I did spend enough money between the Friday sale and the Monday like flash sales. I didn't purchase everything. It's like, no, stop. Only the things that I absolutely must have. And I already explained that. But the Tough 2-in-1s, I've been looking at getting this one for a while. It was the teal. And then, yeah, I already had this one. So somebody is getting one of these for a present for the holidays. I think I'm going to gift this one to somebody because, yeah, I accidentally purchased one. I already had it back there on the shelf. Kind of silly, but it was on sale. So I needed gifts for holidays, so it's not a horrible thing. So I think we've all done this at least once. And if you haven't, you will. So put that one down there. I got this is what sort of made me want to purchase for the Black Friday sale is the Signature Silks came back in stock. I missed the red one, and I think there was a maroon one, but yeah, I wanted more of these because I so enjoy wearing them. This one was Lavender Sky. Now I will say, when I saw the picture on the website, or Lilac Sky, excuse me. I thought it would be really pastel, and totally is not. I am, wow. Wow, I am in love. I do like that it's not the super pastel-y one, but this is gorgeous. This is what made me break my I'm not buying anything, because this came back. And had the other ones been available, I would have purchased those too. So I'll be doing wraps with these scarves this week and next week. but it's just so pretty to look at. Tilting it, I get the yellows and the greens and the blues and the purples. So it's just really, really pretty. Put it over there. I also got this. Oh my goodness. I feel like I have to sneeze. Please forgive me. Okay. Now that I have this in my hand, let's see. I have the Ultimate Wedding Tickle. Names, and please forgive me, I buy everything on looks and the names don't matter too much sometimes. So I do have my cheat sheets here with my with the names of them on it, because I feel like I need to say the names even though I don't take them into consideration when purchasing. Unless, of course, they do Olivia's scarves, then yeah. We've been through that. But this is the gray, the silver gray. Oh my gosh. This is going to be so pretty when it's wrapped. I like the little tassel bits on the end. They're very fancy. And it's very light. It's a very lightweight scarf. So I'm looking forward to actually wrapping with this one. This definitely would make a beautiful veil or bridal wrap. I guess hence the name. But it's absolutely gorgeous. And I fold it up neatly. Okay, so I've been eyeballing a couple of the the cranberries, and not the music group. I've been eyeballing this teal, and I felt like I needed to get it. This absolutely gorgeous teal cranberry. And I wanted that one for a while, and because flash sale, now it's mine. Yeah, cool. So that, and I purchased the, oh my goodness, let's open this up. This is the Sparkalicious in red to go with that. I think that's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun holiday wrap for any holiday parties we go to. So let's show them together. This, because it's, I mean, it's not green. It's not like green, but I think these two colors go really nicely together. So, okay. And then, of course, oopsies, the Rapunzel cards. Put those back there. And then, of course, the gray with the purple. I had to get that one. It's just really pretty. So, of course, the inside. So it's one of my things, and I've already gotten a little weekender kind of kit put together for in my head, not actually in my hands, but they're back there. All right, so editing me just realized that I did not talk about two of the items in my Rapunzel order. The Jubilation earrings. I got those in silver, and I thought they would match perfectly with the Ultimate Wedding Tickle. Also, they would probably go with the everything that I ordered. So I think these are really cute. And the free accessory is this beautiful clip. So look forward to wearing this. That was my Rapunzel order. Then of course, when it comes in, I'll have the two plaid scarves from the release today. Crazy. So there was something else I wanted to talk about, and it slipped my mind. Oh, yes, that was it. My crochet. That was it. I could see it in the screen. I kind of been posting about it on Facebook and Instagram, but I'll talk about it here too, because this is my, this pattern, this stitch is my favorite one. It is Crocodile Stitch. And I've made countless shawls in this particular stitch. And yes, it is a yarn hog. You will eat up a lot of yarn when you make this. But I've had these skeins of yarn laying about for a while, and it's just, I needed to get them used. And I didn't have enough of any one of them for a single project. But I did have enough if I combine all of them into one particular project. It's going to be big because I find that you're having a shawl and it's only this big. That's child sized, and it doesn't really suit me or my, doesn't really suit my needs. I want a blanket. I want something that's substantial. And I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, but I want something that's, I'm going to be able to wrap around and tie, and just, I want to be warm. It's also helpful for people like me who do not like coats. I'm cold outside. You go into a place and you take it off and then you have to schlep the coat. I don't want to schlep a coat. You take it off and you put it in the grocery bin, or what do you do with it? Unless you're going to a very fancy place and they have a coat check, then you can check your coat. But I'd rather just have this, and this is much easier to toss in the washing machine than, say, a wool coat. That I take it to the dry cleaner. It's a hassle. You don't have a coat for a couple of days. It's just a pain. So also, driving in a coat is almost impossible for me because I feel like I never get it situated so that my arms are free moving. And if you feel this way, please let me know, because I sometimes feel like I'm the only person who feels this way. But when I get in, I even pull up the back. I look really ridiculous getting into the car with a long coat on, fluffing it up and then sitting down, and still I feel like my arms don't get full range of motion. So driving with a coat on, plus the heat, we have heaters in cars. If the heat goes out, then I have the coat in the back seat, or a blanket in the back seat. But I don't feel the same way when I've got this on, because it's in the passenger seat really quickly, no big to do. And then I just snatch it up and toss it on, and I'm warm when I get out of the car and go into some place. So this is what I'm working on. I mistakenly said that one of the next colors is going to be purple. It's not. Yeah, sometimes when we look at colors in darker rooms with inadequate lighting, they look different. It's actually brown, and I don't think I brought it in, but it's a brown color, and for some reason in that particular light it looked purple. So I'm going to be doing a stripe of brown and a stripe of gray. So that should get me out to a perfect size for this to be a toasty warm garment to wear. So we'll see. But I think that's totally it. Now that I've talked to you for 37 minutes, excited this week to be filming every day this week, just little snippets, not super long videos. I'm going to be using the new scarves, and maybe some fun older scarves too in the coming week, because I don't think I have enough here for there I go again. Don't think I have enough here for 7 days now, except for of course Saturday I'm not filming, but I'm thinking about pulling out some vintage pieces and wrapping in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. I mean, I don't wrap with them often because I got the moniker of the Queen of the Unavailable Scarf, and it's kind of disheartening when And I laugh at that, but it's not, it is disheartening and does hurt the feelings when it's like, yeah, but I'm sure you have some scarves that I don't have, kind of thing. And when you collect for a really long time, you end up with scarves that are discontinued. You also end up with scarves that people give you as presents that you have no idea where they came from. Or you accumulate quite a bit. So everybody at some point becomes to quote that person, the queen of unavailable scarves, if you continue wrapping and keep your scarves. You know, so sometimes it's good to do a good clean out of the scarves. I'm incapable of this personally. I find it really hard to let go of them, because that's the one thing that it's like, I allow it. I allow that one thing that I don't declutter. There's no way I'm decluttering my scarves. Everything else is up for grabs. Decluttering closet in the other room. You know, I declutter my crafting and gift people crafting supplies. I just recently decluttered cat stuff because I purchased for my boys. I had this one A-frame, and it's kind of funny. I know I said I was signing off, but sorry. I had this A-frame when we first got Micah. It was a plant kind of thing. 2 shelves on the bottom, 2 in the middle, and then the top there was a shelf and you could put the plants on there. It was just really inexpensive kind of thing, and I inherited it from my father-in-law. It was okay, it was nice, but it was something before I got the kitty condo for Micah that he would get on. He first started out with a little box on the bottom, just a little cardboard box with a placemat in it, and he would lay in there, and he was cute. And then he went up onto the second, where I had placed a tushy cushion. You put them on your hard chairs, just tie them on. Well, they don't function well for human beings, especially when they are antsy, little squirmy human beings, and the little ties got ripped off. So I used that little cushion for him, and that was great. But then the A-frame got all rickety and was falling apart because Micah got bigger, and then Luna, and they were jumping in it, and it would not get knocked over. And again, it wasn't a well put together piece anyway. So I had that. And then I had this really great idea to create a cat chaise for them. Sometimes my ideas I don't think sometimes before starting a new craft project. And I got it all set up. I got the frame all made up, and it was sitting in my, it's not a basement, but on the first level in the family room with all the jumble of exercise equipment. But it was just kind of, it's been sitting there. It got to the point where the cats were ripping the guts of it apart, and I'm like, oh, I got to really take that apart. And just, I said, okay, so the fabric covering it for it is not going to work, because I couldn't get, at the time, I couldn't get enough of the foam to cover the whole thing because of shortages. And I put it aside and just kept not doing it. And then the cats ripped the foam that was on there. And I was just like, ugh, this is so frustrating. I was like, okay, I'm going to take off all the foam, and I will buy the sisal rope, and we'll just cover the whole thing in the rope. And I, for once, calculated the price of the rope, and I went, no, I can buy you a whole new, I can find you a whole new cat tree for a quarter of the price of all that rope that it's going to take to cover. Because I thought, oh, they can use this as a giant, and I probably should have said it before, they could use that whole thing as a giant climbing, like, parkour kind of scratchy, you know, sleepy kind of place. It would have been really cool to just, whatever. And I just looked at that and went, I don't know that they'll like it. I don't know that they'll use it, because a lot of the things like cat beds, I bought them cat beds, floofy, soft, really awesome gray cat beds. They won't sleep in them. They won't go near them. They shun them. So catnip has already been sprayed on them. These things are just here at the house. So I didn't want to take a chance on getting something that I knew they weren't, you know, I didn't know that they were going to use. So I just picked them up a second big cat tree, just like we already have downstairs, that they use constantly, and put it down in the family room so that they can hang out on that and see their friends outside. And I got rid of the other pieces. I broke them down and just got rid of them. So decluttered the cat stuff. So I think, but back to the main topic, because I've got sidetracked a bit. I'm going to be doing the pulling out vintage pieces here and there and tossing them in. And then January, ooh, that was another thing. In January, I think starting January 1st, I'm going to do a whole month's worth of, or at least as many as I can, 24 days of scarf of the month, because I find that I love them and they're in the box back there, but I wear them and then I put them in their little packaging and then I put them in their particular box year-wise, and then I don't go to them again. So I'm going to do 24 days of scarf of the month, starting with the first scarf of the month from when the membership started. Because when I first, the scarf of the month was started before, I think it was started, so it started before, probably before I started wrapping with Rapunzel. I joined the scarf of the month, and it was one of those things that you could skip a month, you could do, and it was, I guess it was really hard for Rapunzel to figure out how many scarves a month they were going to need any particular month, because you have 60 ladies on hand, you know, doing the membership. Oh, getting words. You have 60 ladies signed up for the scarf of the month, but at any given month you might only have 30 getting the scarf. So do you get the 30 or do you get the 60? Do you get the 60 and get stuck with an extra 30? How does that work? So I completely understand the having a part of the membership. It's freaking fantastic. Also, but I was doing it before, so I have some scarves of the month, and I was getting off track for a second. I have some scarves of the month that were pre-membership, and I don't remember when they were from. I wasn't keeping track of them. I knew they were a scarf of the month, and it just didn't know when. Now I also thinking that I will fill up the end of the month, because of course I will have one more, the January scarf of the month coming in, you know, of course comes in January. I will do that one. So that's 25 scarves of the month. And then of course, fill up the rest of it with Leora kits, because I think that would be fun to just pull them back out and play. I haven't done that in a while. I didn't want to pull them out and have somebody be like, oh my gosh, I missed that. I can't believe you're showing that, because I can't get it. So I didn't want to make anybody uncomfortable, but I find that maybe some of you do already have some of these things. So maybe, I don't know, I'm overthinking it. I think my daughter says I'm overthinking it because I discussed this with her and she's like, you're overthinking it. So I think it's going to be, January is going to be scarf of the month for the first 24. Maybe I get the, fingers crossed, get the scarf of the month before the 25th day, and then I will do the scarf of the month for January, and then fill up the rest of the time with Leora kits. I think that would be so cool. It'll probably also keep me from buying more scarves, because I'll be busy trying to create things. I'll be busy trying to create looks with scarves I haven't played with for a while. So, all right, now that I've kept you here for 47, almost 48 minutes, I'm going to get away, I'm going to get out of here and go to the post office and the supermarket and do all the things that I need to get done. Have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you in the next tutorial.